This nigga little baby hard. I love this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who is this little 42 dog little nigga? I'm like, he a little short. I said, them kind of niggas like that go, maybe them little niggas blow up. Right? And I'm just sitting there, I ain't heard the song looking. This nigga little baby hard. I love this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who is this little 42 dog little nigga? I'm like, he a little short. I said, them kind of niggas like that go, maybe them little niggas blow up. Right? And I'm just sitting there. This nigga baby hard. I love this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who is this little 42 dog little nigga? I'm like, he a little short. I said, them kind of niggas like that go, maybe them little niggas blow up. Right? And I'm just sitting there, I ain't heard the song. This nigga baby hard. I love this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who is this little 42 dog little nigga? I'm like, he a little short. I said, them kind of niggas like that go, maybe them little niggas blow up. Right? And I'm just sitting there, I ain't heard the song.
I got this shit, bro. I know ain't nobody seeing me, bro. I know it, bro. I know I'm a legend, bro. God get all the glory, though, you feel me? I don't even like capping, though. That's why they don't understand me, because I don't want to bitch fuck you. I be on fuck you mode all the time. At the same time.
With you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley and Ann are one of the two. McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the five, down low. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Taking a look at Los Angeles, this series has been exactly what they wanted. Nobody predicted this outcome.
Nobody at all. I mean, to be up 3-0 in the first round as the lower seed is truly amazing. They've been sensational and definitely want to close it out here at home.
Hayes with a screen. Here's Doncic into the lane.
I'll tell you, the footwork of Luka on his drives is really something to behold.
Reeves against Edwards. Outside Conley. Out to Edwards. Launches it. Can't get it to drop. Now Los Angeles with it. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I was able to speak with the Lakers head coach. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. James passes to Reeves. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. Randall inside. James is there. And it's Randall that time. On the assist by McDaniels.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
And Doncic puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Randall. The 3 ball. Hits the trifecta. Randall's got 5 points.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randall leaves no doubt.
Reeves, the pass to James. The 3. Randall pulls down the board.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Conley against Reeves. Here's Edwards. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Hayes with a screen on Edwards. The shot by Reeves, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
The kick out to Conley. Pass to Randall from the arc. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. James against Edwards. James passes to Hayes. Doncic outside. Out left to the wing. Now Reeves. Checked by Randall. Vanderbilt, a screen on Randall. Here's Reeves. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Outside Edwards. Conley, a screen on Reeves. Edwards for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Doncic against Conley. Here's the 3. They get it again. And here's Minnesota now. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Outside McDaniels. No good from outside. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's James. Pass to Hayes. Good work defensively by Randall.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's McDaniels. Lets it go. The open J off the mark.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be back in a moment. We welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Lakers trail by 6. James is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Connect. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hachimura in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Here's Doncic. Reed with the rebound. Doncic has gone 1 for 4 from the field. Here's Miller. Hachimura with a rebound. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Finney-Smith, the screen. Doncic down the lane. And a missed layup. Minnesota leading by 6. pass to Dillingham. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Minnesota with possession here. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Here's Cordy. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, what a job punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
And we've got a timeout called by JJ Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Lineup's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Let's hear it for all the dancers. Timberwolves substitution, number 8, Josh Minot.
Here's James. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. LeBron going downhill. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Edwards finds Reed. The fadeaway. And he comes up with a bucket. Reed's got his first points of the night.
Well, Naz Reid doesn't operate often in the mid-range, but if you concede it, he'll take it.
Now James. Pass to Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Not a bad show from Mr. Rui Hachimura. Get up and throw it down, young sir.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Can. Edwards, a pass to Alexander Walker. The 15-footer. Edwards, no good. Lakers trail by 8. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. You know, there were some who questioned his ability at this level. Ronnie starting to earn every minute he's getting.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game now. The first one falls. Morris, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Reeves comes in for LeBron. Both free throws good from James. 1:56 left to play in the first half. Conley passes to Edwards. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Hachimura. Puts the move on. And he lays it up and in. Hachimura's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is the area that he's most comfortable. Rui Hachimura, such a solid performer in the painted area.
Gobert inside. Hachimura covering. Shot clock at 6. Back to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Over James. And Reeves pulls it down.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Second chance effort. Here's Morris. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And steady from the free throw line. Morris has gotten there less since he's been shooting more threes.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Morris.
First free throw is good. And Los Angeles making a change here. Kleba's checked in. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense forward.
For three, Conley connects from downtown.
Now, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
Kleba, screen on Conley. Here's Reeves, and it's good for two.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And that one's good from Conley.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
James attacking, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Nikhil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
Well, it's hard to deny the talent of Bronny James, and I think the D took that into account there.
For Los Angeles, James taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from James. Both free throws good from James. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Conley looking for an opening. Pass to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. It's Hayes with the rebound. Here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The T-Wolves on top, up by 3. And we'll be back with you shortly.
20.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. Seeing how things are shaping. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. We've seen Mike Conley really having a great game.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Conley. Rebounded by LeBron. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Doncic. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Minnesota has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. McDaniels passes to Conley. Now here's Randle. Shot from 16. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 3rd assist of the night.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
James outside. Kicks it to Doncic for the tie. McDaniels with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Conley passes to Randle. Rejected by James.
That size and length and strength, LeBron, a tough one to try to shoot over.
James finds James. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. Boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
We need you to rise up, get loud.
Some changes now for the Lakers. Hachimura's checked in for Hayes. Finney Smith comes in for Vanderbilt. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for James.
Dance team, enjoy.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Randall. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. Randall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Hachimura. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Randall pass to Conley. 1:56 left in the third quarter. And Gobert with the stuff.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Finney Smith passes to Doncic. Here's Reeves. Rebound Minnesota. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Conley finds Randall. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Vincent's checked in for the Lakers. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. .119 left in the third quarter. They need this. Count it for Vincent. Vincent's got his first 2 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Conley with the ball. Guarded now by Finney Smith. To the wing on the left. Randall, the pass to Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Los Angeles. Kleba, he's checked in for Hachimura. And Goodwin is subbed in for James. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Mike Conley.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Kleba, screen on Edwards. Reeves, the pass to Vincent. 6 to shoot. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Boy, give Naz Reed credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Finney Smith, a screen. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Vincent with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Finney Smith, a screen from deep. Reeves. Minnesota with a rebound. Left side, Alexander Walker. Pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. Edwards on target.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's Minnesota in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, all about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. We've got Markieff Morris, Shake Milton out there with Gabe Vincent. Then there's Maxi Kleba, And it's Goodwin in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And so JJ Redick calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Lynn's checked in for Kleba. Vanderbilt comes in for Morris. James is checked in for Milton. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what JJ Redick was going over with his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Outside, Ingles. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Checked by James. Right side, Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
There's a screen by Lynn. From deep, here's Doncic. The offensive rebound. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And some changes here for the Lakers. Hachimura comes in for Lynn. And James is subbed in for Goodwin. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. The shot by James, no good.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Randall, pass to McDaniels. Inside. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by McDaniels. Edwards got 9 points now in the second half. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 17-point game. Vanderbilt, a screen on Conley. From deep, here's Doncic. He buries it from three.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Edwards, a pass to Randall. Down low, tipped. It's a one-on-one situation. And who else? LeBron with the finish.
When LeBron gets the ball, guys, and there aren't numbers back in transition, it almost always results in an easy hoop.
Here's Edwards. Hachimura with the defensive effort. Lakers trail by 12. James attacking, up and over Conley. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter.
Randall works so hard down low, earns him these fouls in the process.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Minnesota.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Austin Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. Vincent comes in for James. And Randall drops them both. Lakers trail by 14. There's a screen. And James puts up a deep three. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started.
And with time running down here in Game 4, we've got to give credit to what a terrific performance it's been for the Timberwolves.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And with their backs against the wall, they deliver, winning their first game of the series.
Well, it's better late than never. But where was this effort in games 1, 2, and 3? They're still a huge underdog to move on.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Julius Randle.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Reeves finds James. And again, the Lakers no good.
Los Angeles foul. Austin Reeves. That's his second personal foul.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And both free throws good for McDaniels. We see the Timberwolves taking the W here, and they're still in a tight spot, but you have to applaud the grit they showed to get this win.
You can't ever underestimate a team in the postseason. They fought hard and got a crucial victory.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back, because these guys are very talented, and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs.
Western Conference in
2K Sports is proud to present to you Game 5 of this first round Western Conference matchup. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sideline. Now the Lakers starting group. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Doncic in at the one spot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Take a look at the Timberwolves. They thought they'd be up 3-1 at this time. Instead, they find themselves in a win or go home scenario. This is unexpected, huh?
Kevin, this is why they play the games. On paper, this wasn't supposed to happen. Maybe they got a little complacent. Maybe this raucous home crowd can snap them out of this trance that they seem to be in.
Well, they need something, that's for sure. Just 4 to shoot. Reeves the pass to James. Misses the 3. And Randle has got the ball here for Minnesota. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
Thank you, David. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points in the ballgame. James in the high post. Working on McDaniels. Minnesota with the ball. A big win for them, coming off a strong game on Friday.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Vanderbilt finds James. Launches a 3. And it's Hayes in the corner. The 3 for Doncic. Randle grabs the board.
Oh, okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
And, you know, one thing you have to admire about Randle is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
That free throw good from Randle. And Los Angeles with some changes. Connect, he's checked in for LeBron. James comes in for Austin Reeves. And Vincent subbed in for Doncic. Both free throws good from Randall.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Vincent, over by Conley. James with it to the inside. From deep three-point territory. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Hachimura is checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Vanderbilt. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Randall left side. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Randall's got 7 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic. It is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
James way outside. Los Angeles with another miss. Minnesota with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for them right now. And they pick up 2.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's James. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Connect. And the layup is good.
Well, Connect is not just a shooter. He's got the strength to handle that interior contact.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Randall outside. It's Edwards on the wing. They grab their own miss. Gobert finds Edwards. Outside for Randall. Floats one.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside, and he's not.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. And the first one comes. And JJ Redick calls timeout here. He's He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both free throws good from Randall.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Lakers trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's James missing.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting him with all of these misses.
Here's Reed. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Julius Randle getting it done for Minnesota. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll return shortly. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
We got Naz Reid. Dillingham is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the 4th. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now here's Edwards. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
Second chance shot, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, coaches protect me there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Minnesota making a switch here. Garza's checked in.
What's up?
Free throw drops for James.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
Now here's Edwards. He has 6. There's the pass to Edwards. To the right side. Dillingham buries it from three-point range.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Hachimura with a screen on Reed. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 12 points on that basket from James.
Nice little duel here. LeBron getting the 3 points back for his team.
They have full court, man-to-man defense here.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. James kicks to LeBron. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pass to connect. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Vincent. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Here's Alexander Walker. Still without a basket. Reed finds Edwards. Shoots the 3. Knocks down the three ball.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
Lakers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. LeBron sets the screen for James. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Your Timberwolves dancing.
.19 left in the first half of the game. Randall outside. Gobert with a screen on LeBron. To the paint. Outside for Randall. No good on the triple. Lakers trail by 15. Vincent the pass to Hachimura. Outside, James. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 6th rebound on the night. They get the rebound. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Benson with it. Over by Conley. It's stolen by Gobert. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Randall. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a wide open look. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Gobert's got his first basket.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves taking a 19-point lead into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, everybody, and in this pivotal Game 5, a tremendous performance thus far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try hard, but they're disorganized. Not these guys.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. As they look to get back into the series, this first half, a strong step in that direction.
You ever heard the phrase, no biscuits, no syrup? Similar to no retreat, no surrender. I like how they're remaining competitive.
Man, I'm getting hungry, but staying after it, continuing to play their game, that's all you can ask, Ernie.
No biscuits, no syrup?
Yeah, I've heard that a lot growing up.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
And JJ Redick is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Second six. Now on the court is the Action Pack High Squad. He's on the game. He's on the field. On the court is the High Squad. Come on. And Christensen. Give a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 19. Taking a look at the Lakers. Good one out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's LeBron James. And it's Hachimura in at the center, filling out the middle. It's right on target.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
James misses.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Conley with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. Randle no good. And it's the Lakers' ball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw good from Doncic. All free throws good from Doncic. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Minnesota leading by 20. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around him. And finished off by McDaniel.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. The three for Doncic. And again, the Lakers no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with it. Back to McDaniel. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards with the stop.
He can take off from anywhere at any time, Edwards always a threat.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Reeves in the corner. Gobert with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Hachimura. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for James. Connect, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And James subbed in for Goodwin. Conley with the three. And the call against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Pass to Doncic. Takes the three. Kicks it out to James. Out to the right wing. A second chance effort. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Gobert with the block.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Los Angeles has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And that one drops. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
For three, Edwards. It's rebounded by Hayes. The Lakers really having a tough go here. To the middle. It's stolen by Edwards. And here comes the break. Pulls up. Lakers with the rebound. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Finney-Smith. Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Pass to Doncic. Got it off in time. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's Minnesota in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after. And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Timberwolves leading by 23. Miller is out there with Reed. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Dillingham. And it's Shannon into the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. There's a screen. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Back to James. Over in the corner, Doncic. Shot clock at 5. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Shannon. And not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Pass to Hayes. Down low and stolen by Miller. All by himself.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
And it's James missing. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's picked up by James. Here's Shannon. Drills it from outside.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Kicked by Finney Smith. And here's Doncic from the arc. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's James. And that time, also a missed shot. Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. To the inside, tries to keep it alive, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And the Lakers with some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and James subbed in for Connect. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. With the fadeaway. James misses.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Dillingham. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, guys, that's just about going to do it here for Game 5. Always pivotal. And now we look ahead to a critical Game 6. But a huge win tonight for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we will have a Game 6. They have forced a Game 6. Their sheer will and determination paid off.
Yeah, I mean, it was a must-win, and they played like it. I mean, they came out with guts, with heart, and they now have their sights set on doing it again in Game 6.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Julius Randle.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Doncic outside. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Clark with a wide open look. No good on the three. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. James, good.
You want to talk about grown man strength? You want to talk about big boy basketball? LeBron James just accepting the punishment and getting it done.
On the wing, Ingle wants to get it to Reed, and does. And that one falls for Reed. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Doncic feeling it out. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And a deep three from Doncic. Off target with that shot. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. People were writing their obituary before this game. But this win casts the series in a whole new light now.
And listen, they've still got to win 2 more. But after seeing how they performed tonight, is there any doubt, Kevin, they're capable of it? I mean, we could be in the midst of a major comeback.
No doubt at all. You're right. I had a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Rudy, your impact on the game defensively, always something to watch. What's your approach at that end?
Just try to win games, you know, and my teammates brought out trust in me, being aggressive on the balls and try to be aggressive at the rim. And, you know, when we play as a team like we do tonight, it's tough to beat us.
You were in full Stifle Tower mode tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first